Hi, so I am Abby from Devon with Love, and I'm just going to walk you through how to knit these little bees on my Be Happy sock pattern. The colour work for the bee stripes is quite straightforward, but the little wings are a special little stitch. I'm just going to walk you through it step by step. So I have got to the point of my pattern where I'm just introducing the white yarn. I've knit my required rows of blue stitches, so I'm going to go in and knit the blue stitches according to the pattern. So knit one, and then I'm going to wrap the white yarn around the needle twice. So I went in and knit and wrapped the yarn twice around the needle and then pulled the stitch through as normal, and then we knit 4 blue stitches, and then you're going to do the same again with the white. So you go in as if to knit the stitch, and instead of wrapping around once, you wrap around twice and pull through. And those 2 little white double loops are going to be your bee wing stitches. So I'm just gonna, that's the first pattern repeat of the 8 stitch pattern repeat. So that's my 8 stitches, and I'm just going to go through and do that all the way around. So I'll show you again. You wrap the white yarn around twice. This will give you a longer loop when you come round further down your work, which will give you the wing stitch. And then I'm going to do it again for the second wing, wrap it twice, and then knit the final blue stitch. And that is 1/4 of my bees done. So that's going to make 2 little bees just there. So I'm going to do that all the way around. I'll speed it up and I will come to you when we get to the next stage. So you can see I'm just double looping my last wing stitch there on this round. And so that's that first round of the colour work done. So I've got all these little double loops for my little bees wing stitches, and for the next round we're only going to need the blue yarn. So this is really straightforward round. We literally just knit the blue stitches and slip the white stitches. So I'll knit this first blue one, and then I'm going to slip the white as if to purl, and you can see that gives me a nice long loop. And eventually on the next round we're going to take that over so it goes diagonally and meets the other one in the middle. So for this round we're just going to go all the way around and, as I say, knit the blue stitches and slip the white stitches, and that's it. So if I just pause here for a minute, I'm just going to show you these 4 little slip stitches. So you can see that it's been done correctly because all you've got is a nice long white loop there, a bit longer than the blue stitches and longer than a normal slipped stitch because you wrapped it twice. So you can see I've got to the end of that round. I've slipped all my white loops, and I've cut my white yarn free now because we're not going to need that anymore. We've done all the white. We are now going to introduce the black and yellow though for the bees stripes. So we're going to be knitting with the blue, black and yellow all at the same time for a couple of rounds. So I'm just going to knit the first blue stitch as normal. So we knit one in blue, and then the next stitch is the white wing, and that stitch we're going to slip off our needle and just leave at the front of our work for a while. You can put it on a cable needle if you wish, but it's not going to go anywhere because it's a nice big loop. So for that one we just leave it at the front while we knit the next 2 stitches. Now the next stitch is going to be blue, so we've got 2 blue stitches together, and then the third stitch we knit is going to be knit in yellow. This is the first yellow stripe. So we've knit one in blue, put the wing to the front, knit another in blue, knit one in yellow, and then we bring the wing back onto our left needle, and that stitch is then knit with the black yarn. So we just bring the black in and knit that stitch black. And then then what you can see there is that that's brought that wing diagonally into the middle of the bee. So you've got one wing there, and you've got the beginnings of black and yellow stripes. And that's just brought that over. So for the next one, you might need something just to hold these stitches. So these next two blue stitches get held at the back of your work while you knit the wing, so that you can bring the white wing over to the front and to the middle. So I'm not using a fancy cable needle or anything. You can do if you wish. I'm just using the darning needle that I've got there in front of me, because it's only 2 stitches. I'm only knitting one while they're being held, so I'm just going to pop those on that darning needle and hold them at the back of my work while I knit the white stitch in the black yarn to complete the bee's black stripe, which runs down the centre of his body. So we knit this wing in black, and then we need to pop these 2 stitches that we held at the back onto our left needle so that we can knit those. So you can see I've got these 2 little wings here, and now I need to knit these other 2 little blue stitches. So we'll pop those back on my left needle. And we're going to knit the first one in yellow to match the other side. It's a complete opposite of the other side. So we knit the first blue stitch with yellow yarn, and then we're going to knit another 2 blue stitches, and that would complete our first pattern repeat for the bee. So I wrote these instructions, the written instructions for this stage of the bee, rather than the standard colour works. I thought it's a bit too complicated. There's too many stitches going on. So I thought this might make life a little bit easier for everybody. And so you can see there, that's our first little bee done. So I've got 2 little wings that have been brought forward into the middle of the bee's body, yellow stripe either side of a thicker black stripe. So I've already knit my first blue stitch. So we need to slip this first white wing to the front, then knit 1 stitch in blue, and knit the next stitch in yellow. Then we need to slip the wing back onto our left needle and knit that white slipped loop in black. And that's the first half done. So we've crossed that little stitch over there, and then we need to do the other side. So we need to slip those 2 little blue stitches onto a cradle needle or a darning needle, whatever, spare needle, whatever you have to hand, and hold those at the back this time of your work, which will enable us to bring this white wing to the front into the middle. So we knit the white loop in black, and then pop those 2 little blue stitches back onto our left needle. It's a bit fiddly, but there's only 1 round of this, and then you've got your wings, and it's just the standard colour work then. So we slip those 2 back onto our left needle, knit the first one yellow, and then knit the last 2 stitches in blue, and that's 2 of our pattern repeats done. So that's my first needle of my 4 complete. So we knit the 1 yellow and the last 2 in blue, and then we'll have 2 little bees on the first quarter of our work. So I'll just knit this last one, and then I can show you what we've got. And there we've got 2 little bees ready. So we're going to go around, and I'll have another 6. So I'm doing the medium size, so I'll have 8 bees all the way around. If I just flip it over, you can see it a bit better there. So once we've gone all the way around, we do have a few more rounds with where we're working with the 3 colours all at once rather than just 2, but it's just straight knitting then. So I'm just going to go all the way around and meet you at the end. I am gonna show you all of these last little bees that I've run. I'm knitting throughout the rest of this round, but I have sped it up a little bit but it shouldn't be too fast that you can't see what I'm doing. So you can obviously pause, repeat, start again, do it with the written instructions in your pattern, however you prefer to do it. If you have any problems, please send me a message, drop me a line on an email, however's easiest for you, and I would be more than happy to walk you through it. But hopefully watching this should help you. And as I say, I'm going to go through, and I am filming all of the little bees that I'm making, so you can see every single one of them, and there's several repeats there for you to watch over and over again. So hopefully by the time I've got to the end of this round, you'll know what you're doing, and you've got some lovely little bees on your socks. So we are just getting to the very end of this round, and these last two little blue stitches, and then you can see I've done all my bees all the way around. I've got 8 little sets of bees' wings and the very tops of their bodies. I've gone all the way around, and now I'm just going to carry on with the standard colour work, just following the instructions in the pattern just to finish their little bodies, and then you can just carry on and knit the rest of your sock. I hope this helps. As I've said, if you need any help at all, please send me a message. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can, and I really want you to get these little bees knit, because I think they're a really sweet little pattern, and I'm so pleased that you've watched this far and you've bought my pattern or a kit. If there is anything you need from me, please just send me a message. I'd be more than happy to help. Thank you so much.